Hello guys, welcome. We are the Banana Crew, and we
Hi.
game!
We game!
It's Wigwam,
And Hippie.
And Kelly.
and we're bringing you the very much awaited expectation video for Fallout 4.
Fallout.
Let's go, pal.
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4. So this video is going to cover every single thing that there is released about Fallout 4. If there is information released by Bethesda through Twitter, or their YouTube account, or whatever, we have researched it, we have looked it up, and we have compiled it into this video for you.
We've kind of been stalking Bethesda.
I prefer studying, but
I've been stalking Bethesda since Fallout 3.
However you call it.
legally maybe it qualifies as stalking, yes. So this video, as with the Afterbirth video, if you watch that, will be broken down into sections based on the information we're going over. If you'd like to skip to a certain section, check out down below for the timestamps. Sections will be building and crafting.
Guns and armor modification.
The new character development and special system.
All confirmed new enemies.
All the new locations.
In
brought to you-
Boston.
Boston, Massachusetts.
New companions like the dog that you saw in the trailer.
And story.
The gameplay. Everything you can know about the gameplay. We're gonna cover it.
Building and crafting. It was huge news at E3.
We're allowing your character, while playing, to rebuild.
We basically put Minecraft in Fallout because we fucking could. So the way the crafting system works is now when you're out in the wasteland collecting hundreds of tin cans and wonder glues and toy cars.
Sugar bombs.
Sugar bombs. Sugar bombs are food though, man. Sugar bombs are delicious.
Eat that shit.
You
Break
get
it down.
health.
Yes.
Building a house of sugar bombs.
No.
I'm doing
I
it.
don't think sugar bombs are craftable.
It'll work. I'll make it work.
So the way it actually works is that you collect all these miscellaneous items and then you break the items down into materials and then you use base materials to build things in a crafting system like you would Minecraft. So it takes like a couple metals and woods and whatever, build a chair or build a house. You can build entire settlements up.
Everything is literally recyclable.
The thing that I thought was cool is how you're going to make your own electricity with generators and wires and use those things for defense around your settlement, like guns and probably tripwires.
Flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers,
Well,
electrical fences.
Yep, and
junk.
like in Minecraft, you can also power like lights, and you can program the lights through switchboards and relays, which are programmable within the game terminals. And you can make like neon lights, and you can make pictures, and I think you can make them change colors and shit. So you can have like a giant flashing middle finger, which is what I'm gonna put on the top of my settlement.
I'm gonna make a giant flashing penis. I don't know about you guys.
The dick settlement versus the middle finger settlement. You're on, hippie. You're on.
Okay. Bethesda is giving you specific areas to build your settlements if you so desire. You don't have to do that. You can build your settlements wherever you want to.
No restrictions in Fallout, but
None
definitely
whatsoever.
like some helpful boost here and there.
Yeah, it's just a helpful hint. Here, you can build a settlement here if you like. But you don't have to because it's your literal game. You can do whatever you want.
And if you build multiple settlements, then you can put your Brahmin trails in between them.
So within your settlement, it's not just a home for yourself. You can actually build multiple houses and get people to come live with you. If you build shops, merchants will come. If you build it, they will come. You also need to build food and things for the people living in your town, so you can build like sustainable nutrients, nourishment, health that you can probably come back and get at any point, so you'll always be able to probably farm health from your own settlement.
Don't forget you want to build defenses as well. You are going to get attacked by raiders. It's just inevitable. I mean, come on, it's the wasteland. They want to come and destroy your shit.
Scumbags gotta eat somehow.
Yeah, they
Blow your
do.
brains out, man. Damn raiders. Guns and armor, big part of Fallout, obviously, is the combat. That's
My
the
favorite
fun
part of Fallout.
The
I mean, why
action.
would you not play Fallout
I mean, shooting people.
without
That's where the
combat?
brains explode and
I
shit.
know.
Right? Headshots.
Oh, and we'll talk about this in another section too, but let's just say there's more perks that make people's heads explode than ever.
So they got 50 base kind of guns, but with 700 mods for each gun.
That's a lot of mods.
It's a lot
I'm
of
not gonna
mods.
do all the math here, but that's like thousands of gun potentials.
It really is.
Thousands and thousands.
No one will have the same gun, I feel like.
Well, that'll be something that'll come out, is like people putting builds that they've made for guns out on the internet and be like, this is
Yeah.
a cool gun I built.
Along with building a gun, there are
Yeah.
3 to 5 slots per gun, which you can customize. You can have different barrels, different receivers, different stocks, I want to say. Maybe a slot for a scope, magazines.
Magazine, that's
What types and how much of ammo. So
Yeah.
like, 7.62 and a gun that usually has 5.56.
Oh my god, I want to shoot people in Fallout.
I thought you weren't going to end that sentence.
So you can also name your gun. So, I mean, of course you're going to put all this work into your gun. You're going to name it.
I'm naming
Delilah.
mine Betsy.
All of them, right?
Delilah. Hey there, Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah. My fat man is going to be called Delilah. So you will work guns off of a workbench. Just like you did in previous games, but as opposed to before where you needed all these stupid schematics, now you can just, I'm pretty sure if you have the mods, you can just go at it, go ham.
Go
Hammer,
ham.
nail, and duct tape them all together.
I mean, I feel like in the Wasteland, you wouldn't need schematics anyway. I mean, you could find schematics, and they would give you an interesting build, but you should just be able to use your knowledge and just go fucking at it on the workbench and make your gun.
And you can
however you
now.
want. I know, it's amazing.
Oh, and it's not just limited to guns. There's full customization for all melee weapons as well.
What about armor? Is there full customization with armor?
The way the armor system's gonna work, I'm glad you asked, Hippie.
Oh, yes, I would love to know.
Armor system is broken up into 5 pieces now. I believe it's 5. Arms, chest, legs. And you wear armor over your clothing. So finally, you can wear that baseball suit you want, and then you can put on armor over it and go on a murder spree in your cool, like, baseball outfit or your pre-war clothes or whatever you want to do.
About friggin' time.
And then when you're done, you just take off all the armor and you're in your fancy little baseball outfit, not covered in blood.
Yeah,
so,
you look perfectly
All
clean.
nifty.
Yeah.
You can go throw home runs all day.
You're like American Psycho with, like, one of the armor should just be like a
raincoat?
raincoat.
Oh my god,
So
yes.
clean.
Blood splattered raincoat. Oh, perfect.
We don't know a ton about, like, what armor there is going to be, but we can assume that it's a video game. So what, leather armor and then probably
Heavy,
some metal
medium,
armor.
light.
Yeah. Also, you now get your own customizable power suit, and that also can be customized 5 pieces or 6 pieces, I think even. I think the chest, the legs, the arms, and the head are all customizable.
Really incredible. I like the way they introduced the power suit in Fallout 4 as well. Like, the way you actually climb into it, as opposed to just, like, opening up your Pip-Boy and then just putting the armor on. It looks really cool, and I just love the way Bethesda puts little details into their games like that.
So when your armor breaks, which it will,
Definitely will.
It don't just teleport back.
Sure don't.
Nuh-uh.
Sure don't, Ricky Bobby. When your armor does break, which it will, it doesn't just teleport back. It's probably going to take up an item slot.
I feel like it would take over an item slot and just encumber you a little bit. Be like, you messed up this bad, you're going to have to deal with it now.
I do have one opposing theory to that, though. With the new flying and plane system that they put into Fallout 4, maybe you'll have to fly it back even.
Your power suit is going to monitor all kinds of things like health, ammo, and all that jazz with its own HUD this time.
Looks really cool, and there's a theory out there that it's customizable depending on which head you use.
That's my theory. I was that guy.
Oh, man.
You heard it from Wigwam.
If I'm right, I get all the points.
If he's wrong, we burn him at the stake.
Well, I guess I'm committed to this now.
A staked cross through the heart.
Oh, wow.
Jesus.
And burn it.
The last time I
Burning.
shared my theories on the internet.
I didn't know he was a vampire, honestly.
Burning effigy cross.
So now we're going to go over just a flat list of all the confirmed weapons. Some of these may not necessarily be base weapons. Some of these may be base weapons with modifications on top of them. This is taken through footage that's been released and through concept art that's been released. So take it with a slight grain of salt. These are all going to be things that you can use, but they might not all be base weapons. So calm your shit. I warned you.
Fucking warned
Input
you.
rant here.
Laser pistol, laser rifle, and laser musket.
Woohoo!
A minigun, which you do not have to only use with the power suit of armor, by the way. Some people think that is true. It is not. There's confirmed gameplay with your person just walking around with a minigun.
Really? I had only seen it with the power suit, so that's good to know.
And the combat trailer, there's you in a bear head, in a suit, and a minigun.
Oh, yeah, I've
Just
seen that.
Fucking unloading.
That's right.
There is the hunting rifle, of course.
Yep,
No
it's there.
way.
The BB gun's probably back, too.
I would say probably like 99%. The baseball bat, which has tons of cool mods. The Fat Man,
Mod a baseball bat.
Yep, you can put barbed wire on it,
or
or...
nails,
yeah.
or
Nails.
chain saw blades.
You ever
With
played
saw
Dead
blades.
Island? Kind of like that.
10mm pistol, sledgehammer in super sledge, crowbar, pipe rifle, pipe pistol,
Yo.
sniper rifle.
Why does Fallout 4 gotta be like Half-Life with a crowbar, man?
Because it's fucking cool and it can be.
Okay,
So
that's
I want a
fair.
scoped crowbar.
Dude, too. Shotgun, double barrel, and full assault. Frag mine and frag grenade. Junk jet launches garbage, kind of like in Half-Life again with the anti-gravity gun.
Yep.
Kill people with teddy bears. Missile launcher.
Hey.
Shock baton. Ripper. plasma pistol and rifle, combat shotgun, automatic assault rifle, the shish kebab, now slightly shorter and more efficient, and the Ripper is back.
Character development and how you're going to build your own character with the developer tools that Bethesda has so kindly given you.
You're gonna like sculpt your face through a series of touches and sculpting. That's basically it. That's the system.
If you want to move your cheekbones up just ever so slightly, you can move your cheekbones up ever so slightly. You want to fucking put your chin all the way down here, you can put your chin all the way down there. You can do anything with your face, basically. They're giving you that ability, and it's gonna be cool.
You can be a man, you can be a woman, of course.
The developer tool is the same one that they use for all of the character making NPCs and such. So, I mean, really, what they used is what they're giving to you. Which is pretty freaking swanky, if you ask me.
Incredible. Of course, that's just how your character looks like. What really is going to make your character unique to you is how you distribute your points in the special system.
Like strength!
And endurance!
And the other ones.
All the others!
So unlike previous Fallout games where you started with 35 points to distribute, in this game you start with 28 points to distribute. Be as dumb as you want or as unlucky as you want.
Just to build up your strength if you want to be the dumb brute guy or, you know, the smart, charismatic
or as
feller.
much as a lady killer.
Oh, hello.
And as with previous Fallout games, you can pretty much expect the story to be at least slightly dynamic based around what you choose to do and who you choose to be. Perks now work like a perk tree. So if you're level 8 on your luck, you can instantly get the level 8 luck perk. Each perk is upgradable in and of itself too, so once you get like your level 8 strength perk, you can then level it up from level 1 to level anywhere between 3 and 5 depending on the perk. There's a total of 275 perk levels, so like that's perks and each individual level counts as that. So a ton of customization. We know about the Big League perk.
The Big League perk increases your damage with melee weapons, and each time you upgrade it, it goes consecutively from 20% to 40% to 60% to 80%, all the way to 100% with a bit of a bonus to just blow off the enemy of your head because you're that much of a badass.
So it's cool. You can expect that same kind of thing to work with all the perks. So you get your regular perk bonus, but then if you're willing to level it up all the way, you'll get an added bonus on top of that. So like there's incentive to really invest heavily on the perks that you like.
You don't really even have to worry about running out of skill points to put in these perks because there's no level cap.
And you're going to gain levels faster than ever. That's been confirmed as well.
Really?
Yes, so you
Good.
It's going to be entirely different. The way the perk system is going to work, you're going to be investing heavily through skill trees a lot faster. So you're going to see your character becoming very diverse very quickly.
I remember in previous Fallout games where it took you forever to get from 1 to 30, which was the level cap in Fallout 3.
Yeah.
And even in Skyrim or Oblivion, it took quite a bit of time to level up.
They're putting a lot more weight into your character, so they're making it so you can go through the character tree a lot faster than they used to be able to.
So let's go through the specifics of the special system now. We obviously have your strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. They have released these very cool little videos on these for each one, but there's not a lot of information out there, so we've gleamed over these. So the first one, strength. Strength obviously lets you carry more weight the more heavily you invest in it. It improves your melee and your unarmed combat. So if you're the big hand-to-hand or close quarters guy, strength is going to be the way to go. Strength
Or
is going to be a
fisticuffs.
strength. It also says something about clever weapons and special armor. So strength is apparently going to improve your crafting ability in some way or another.
Perception with just your environmental awareness, your so-called sixth sense, and it does your VATS accuracy. Keeps you morally safe, so you can do bad things and, you know, still be okay with doing them.
It's all based on your perception, man. That's what Hitler always
What
said.
you perceive. Also for long-distance things like sniping people from far away and explosions. Just a general improvement of all senses.
So maybe it'll improve like your field of depth or something?
Well, just like sound and sight, like you might hear someone behind you better, or you might
Oh, that'd be cool.
see things from further away better.
Endurance. It's going to help you resist damage to radiation, and it'll allow you to have some cannibalistic abilities, so you can eat your fellow man and gain your health back. You also have better swimming abilities, along with that, you know, more resistance to radiation, because I assume all the water is going to be radiated like in Fallout 3 and or New Vegas. I don't think was there water in New Vegas? It was a giant desert. And you'll also have stronger limbs.
You're less likely to get crippled when those explosions go off and shit gets heavy.
And we know about a perk in the endurance tree. It's called Lead Belly. It reduces the amount of radiation caused by contaminated food and water sources. And that is one of those you can upgrade about 4 times. You can reduce the amount of radiation you consume by 20, 40, 60, and 80%.
It can be further reduced by cooking foods.
People that are into the speech options, you get better bartering, better prices, better payouts for when you're trading your things in.
You can swoon the ladies, I imagine.
Yeah, something like Lady Killer is probably going to be a perk again. You're charming and dangerous. Women suffer 5% damage in combat and are easier to persuade in dialogue. It's another Fallout staple, like the Lead Belly.
Oh, yeah.
Some perks are just always coming back. You can negotiate at a tough moments, which is cool, so it adds new speech options and dialogues, which may even add new additions to the gameplay, like maybe new companions and things. It depends on how far Bethesda wants to take charisma this time. You actually get less addiction to things, but it doesn't tone down the effects of drugs and alcohol. So you'll still get drunk, you'll still get, blurry vision, but you won't get addicted as easily.
Which
and
is
you can
good.
even apply your charisma to wild animals. Wild animals and companions, pretty much anything that you can interact with, charisma will let you have a better time interacting with it. A perk that we have some information about under charisma as well is Animal Friend. Not sure if that's going to be the actual name. Animal Friend lets you communicate with beast. With your gun aimed at any animal below your level, you gain a chance to pacify it. So you can turn them from those angry red enemies to nice little green enemies in VETs.
And
then you can
you
blow
out.
them up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was go with the former option and let them help you.
Just make them a non-issue.
Yeah. Let them kill the other wildlife in the wasteland.
Pokemon.
Intelligence, and obviously intelligence is, being smarter, so you get better hacking. Excuse me, sir. I know you're dumb as a doorknob, but some people actually care about smarts, because then you can hack better. You can make your weapons better because you can customize better because you're smarter and you know how to do that shit. You can navigate better because it's really hard to navigate when you don't know what a map looks like.
Maps are fucking hard, man.
Yes, they are.
Just ask us. We get lost every time we try to, use one.
Leave the house.
Hey, I have GPS when I leave the house.
It's like going in the woods that we run into
When I'm in
problems.
Daniel Boone Forest, doesn't work so well. Being smarter, you're able to make things better, so you can make better drugs.
Yes!
Because who doesn't want better drugs?
There could be a synergy there between intelligence and charisma, making a better, less addictive drug for you and you
like
only.
a really smart, really friendly drug addict.
Yeah! Agility for all you fast, sneaky people out there. You will be able to have more shots in the VAT system when you're using it, and you will have a better stealth and sneaking ability.
Killing people in
Killing people, yeah. You'll be able to pickpocket a lot easier. Sneak into people's houses, murder them while they're sleeping. If you really want to do something like that, I mean, I would.
You could not only can you do that, you can get a perk in that tree that gives you more experience points for doing that.
Oh man, that's even better.
Called Mr. Sandman.
You get 3 ranks in it, and the 3rd rank gives you a sneaking up on a sleeping human, ghoul, or super mutant will give you the option to silently kill them for quadruple XP. Quad fucking druple XP, people.
On a game that we've already discussed about how you level up quicker than normal.
That's incredible. You're just going to be leveling up.
Stealth people are going to have a serious
Amazing.
advantage in this game.
Oh, they totally are. I think my own personal character is going to be stealthy.
Hey, I picked it first.
Oh, man.
I just didn't tell you about it.
Along with stealthy and sneaking around, you will be able to reload your weapons a lot faster than the normal raider or human being in the wasteland, and you will have compounding damage with compounding shots. So that means your 3rd shot in a row is going to do more damage than your previous 2. That's if you hit all of them. So you got to be accurate along with. So make sure you invest in accuracy as well as this if you're planning on doing something like a similar build like this.
And that may be a perk though. And luck. Luck involves things like getting more crits, damage avoidance. Bullets will go around you, including perks towards the end of the perk tree that make bullets actually just avoid you.
That's awesome.
It's also got a lot of the fun perks like Bloody Mess, which makes people explode, and cool things like that. You get better loot when you're picking up things, and you actually get more help from your friends, and I imagine it makes companions more effective, and maybe it makes people more likely to help you out in situations.
Honestly, I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to invest in luck.
Luck seems like easy mode, but it doesn't seem like fun mode to me.
That is fair.
Next we're going to go over the confirmed enemies, just because we're going over every piece of information we can. There's no real new enemies, so we're just going to go over some enemies that we've seen that were in previous Fallout games.
Woohoo!
You obviously got your raiders. You got your heavy raider wearing full armor. You've got raider scum, raider boss, raider veteran, regular raiders. There's people that shoot at you and they're fucking annoying.
Yep.
Human bitches.
Human bitches, man. You got super mutants, super mutant brutes, and I'm sure, you got your fucking 3-story super mutant whatevers.
Yeah, and those ones are even worse than the raiders, I feel like.
Yeah, but they do drop nukes. Which is fun.
Yeah, that's true.
You got your Protectrons, your Mr. Handies, which may or may not be enemies depending on how good you are at hacking and how much you fuck up when you're sneaking around places. You got your Synth Strider, Synth Assaulter. You got your Deathclaws, obviously. Wouldn't be a Fallout game if there wasn't a Deathclaw picking you up and ripping out your insides.
Yep, and they look worse than they did in Fallout 3, and by worse I mean terrifying.
Fucking terrifying and super high res now.
Better at killing.
You've got your Mirelurk Queens, when I assume that means you also have Mirelurks. Like mud crabs, kind of. Blah, blah, blah.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
You got your rad scorpions. You got your unrad scorpions, your lame scorpions. I'm sorry.
Lame-o scorpions.
Ghouls. You've got blood bugs. Blood bugs are kind of like Cazadors, except hopefully they won't be as annoying this time around.
Yeah, hopefully.
And that's it. That's all we know about the enemies.
Hopefully the ghouls will be mostly friendly.
Maybe if you're not so racist, you'll be able to get along with them. That's usually the
You've just got to be charismatic with the ghouls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got to be a ghoul killer.
And I'm sure you'll have, like, dogs and various wasteland beasts to run into and other bugs and
rabbits.
Stupid shit like that.
Like bears. Lions and tigers.
Oh, there
and
are bears.
Oh, my.
There's definitely bears.
The new setting for this game is the wonderful town of Boston.
Boston. Bring your Boston accents and get them all fucking ready for this Boston shit.
So a big location in Boston this time around is going to be Fenway Park, the baseball stadium, which is now Diamond City, which I believe is probably what we saw a lot in the trailer.
There's also going to be the Glowing Sea, which is basically just a high radiation area. If you go there, you're going to constantly take damage.
That sounds like a fun place. I want to go there.
Yeah, I always wanted 4 legs.
Yeah, and radiation poisoning for life.
It's also going to kind of look like Fallout 3. It's going to be very drab. It's going to be very monochromatic. It'll be very reminiscent of your good old bland Fallout 3. Yep, green. Green is the color of adventure. Also, the Concord Museum is going to be a place here. It's a small little museum in Boston. It's not like huge or anything, but it's going to be in the game.
Woohoo! Area you start in the game is going to be called Sanctuary Hills. We're not exactly sure if that's a real place in Boston, but it's in the game.
Probably based on like a small town just outside of Boston.
I'm sure it probably is.
It is where you will be when the nuke goes off, though, so it'll be pretty crucial. We've also got a few areas that aren't confirmed, but we think are definitely going to be in the game. We know there's going to be at least like a train station, so we're guessing that's going to be the main downtown train station in Boston.
We believe the train station is Amtrak Station in Boston. We are not actually sure on that. So for any of you Bostonians out there, could you confirm it?
Also, there's a lot of colleges in Boston. Obviously, there's Harvard, so we can pretty much... I think it's a guarantee that Harvard is going to be in there in some form of fashion.
Totally going to be in there, and I bet it's going to be overrun by ghouls, and there's going to be quests everywhere.
Fucking all over the floor. Like, get your fucking quest off the floor, man. I'm trying to walk here. Fucking walking here.
I'm walking here, man.
Fucking walking, man.
And saying as there is flying vehicles, there has to be an airport, so we're thinking the Boston Logan Airport, saying it is huge and
It's massive. It's
an airport.
Got like 5 runways, and I can't wait to just run all over the place over there and fly.
And we're hoping Pleasure Bay and Head Island will be in it because it's a fucking hilarious juxtaposition.
Really fucking hope they're in there.
I mean, they probably just looked at the map and said, no, that's going in there. Right there. Yep.
Another thumbs up to you guys.
Put a whorehouse there. That would be fantastic.
Oh my god.
Like a ghoul whorehouse.
Oh god. Ugh.
I'd visit it every day.
Oh god.
I'd pay.
We're also hoping that they'll utilize Franklin Park Zoo because we just think a zoo would be a really cool place to put into a Fallout game.
There's also a cemetery right next to the zoo.
So, it's fucking perfect.
I hope so.
Companions! You have got 2 confirmed companions, Dogmeat and Codsworth.
Motherfucking Codsworth.
Motherfucking Codsworth. I want that to be a thing. Everybody who is watching this video, go spread that because...
It's going to be a thing.
It's motherfucking Codsworth.
It's just his full name, Motherfucking Codsworth. Like, that's just in the game when you look at him. Just
Pimpin' ass butler, motherfucking Codsworth.
What better name for a robot butler than Motherfucking Codsworth?
Oh, hello, master. It's I, motherfucking Codsworth. Would you like some breakfast?
Yes, sir. I would love some breakfast, motherfucking Codsworth. Thank you. What's on the menu today?
Motherfucking eggs!
Along with motherfucking Codsworth, there is dog meat. He cannot die, which is great, but he can be incapacitated and he will have to be revived with health.
Which is less than great.
Well,
But it's better than your dog going away forever.
Yeah,
'cause
right.
That would be too sad to finish of a game if my
Yeah.
dog died.
I just stopped playing
Old
if it
Yeller mid-game. No. No.
No, just like, nope, last save, reload. Just, no.
Last save 10 hours ago.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm fucking doing it.
It's worth it.
The companion system's a little better in this game. You're a little more dynamic function, like, go fetch that thing for me. And they'll come bring you that thing.
did. Dog meat's also based on a real dog. Whose real dog is it based on? Because I have no idea.
It's just a normal trained German Shepherd.
Oh, okay.
But they actually like followed the dog around. They filmed how it would walk just out in the woods when they were taking it for a walk. They would just play with it, just all sorts of things, and they just based it on like an actual dog's behavior to make it seem more realistic.
That's
cool.
fucking awesome. Bethesda, once again, you guys rock, and you guys are intelligent. You guys know how to make a good game. Keep doing it.
Alright, so for the story, we got Bomb Go Boom. Frozen 200 years later, you wake up. You get the pip from dead scientist.
That's what we got.
That's all we got. You get the Pip Boy from the dead scientist. You're in suburbia land when the bomb goes off.
You have a baby and a wife at some point in the beginning.
Yeah, but they
They're
die.
both dead.
They die from the bomb.
They die.
They freeze you in cryogenics, and 200 years later, you wake up as the hero who survived.
The hero, or the guy who murdered everybody
Hero
else.
of Kavach.
Hero, mass murderer. It just depends on what side you're on, really.
Might be a Shining type scenario where you murder everybody else and then get frozen.
Oh my god.
Little
That would
cabin
be
fever.
cool. Maybe.
Shining would not be a fun movie to watch in the vault. Finally, to the overall like gameplay mechanics that we're going to talk about. So my favorite and one of the most exciting is that there is no level cap and the game does not end when you beat the game. It keeps going, which means A, that Bethesda is listening to what the gamers want,
It's about time.
and 2, it's just fucking awesome. I wanted that and we got it.
The Pip-Boy that you are given is very dynamic. When you bring it up to view it, it's not like the Pip-Boy in Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas where it takes up the entire screen. You can't do shit. You can pull the Pip-Boy away from your head and look around, which I think is really cool. And when it's really close to you, it's super interactive. You can go through all the menus. You even see your character using its hand to tweak some knobs to scroll through and check out your inventory or your skills. You can even play games in the Pip-Boy, which
Donkey Kong knockoff
Really cool.
is in there, Galaga knockoff is in there, I think, and Space Invaders. Also introduced into the new Fallout 4 is flying combat. So in some form of fashion, I don't know how much you can control it, but you can fly around in a plane that you can summon at any time. It's equipped with a minigun, so you can unleash
Good.
hell from above.
good.
And your dog can ride around in the plane with you, which is
Even
fucking
better.
sweet. I imagine that the airport that we talked about under locations is probably going to have something to do with maybe getting that or getting new ones.
I've also seen jetpacks. I swear to Christ, I've seen jetpacks.
There are jetpacks attached to
the power suit.
the power suit. Which
Good.
We talked about a little bit more, so we won't beat it into the ground, but the power suit's so fucking cool.
So you're just gonna like fly over people, like shoot them with the minigun, and just bounce around with
Yep.
the jetpack. It's just gonna be awesome.
You're going to be like one step, just one tiny step below Iron Man. Iron Man mod.
Oh
It's
my
gonna
god,
happen.
I see it.
It's
I
gonna
see
happen.
It. I see it coming.
So you have very dynamic and active speech in this game, which means that it's like a Mass Effect now, where each speech option will be mapped to a button either on your keyboard or your controller, and you can walk away during speech. You're not really locked into speech like you used to be. You can interact with people during speech. You can just be like, I'm talking to you now, I'm shooting you in the fucking face.
Wow, that's mean. I wouldn't just randomly start talking to someone and shoot them in the face.
But it's also real world. It's
Yeah.
not like you have to stop and stare at someone and say, all right, I can only think about talking to you right now.
Yeah, you can't just leave
I
that
can show my
conversation, yeah.
dissatisfaction to this conversation by shooting you in the face.
This is Boston. I'm gonna walk the fuck away. Fuck you.
Get the fuck out of here!
Get the fuck out! Oh, that's the wrong one.
And same with dynamic speech, where you don't really have to stop and talk to someone. It's same thing with loot. You just kind of loot them as the game's going on. It doesn't stop, pull up a menu, say, hey, would you like to pull out his glue? And his cereal boxes.
Oh, I'll pull out his glue, all right.
You don't just get to be like, all right, everybody, time out. No more combat. I gotta loot this corpse. I'll be right back with you in a
I
second.
need his bullets real fast. Stop moving.
That's kind of the part I loved about old Fallout games, was I could just like pause gameplay and just be like, okay, I want to look in this guy's inventory, and unpause gameplay, go back, shoot people in the
But
face.
now you can't do that. People will be shooting you while you're trying to ruffle through his pockets. So
I like that the combat's a little more action-y.
gotta kill people.
They've also added the option for like a crit button. Apparently crits are going to be a little different in this game. You get a meter and then you can execute crits by pressing a button at certain points. We're not exactly sure how the crit system's going to work though, so you may still get random crits and an ability to activate crits, or maybe like it's a time thing. I just know that there's a meter that says crits on it and there's a button attached to it.
There will be in-game mod support as well, but there will not be in-game mod support for copyrighted material and nudity mods, so you're gonna have to search somewhere else if you want to.
You have to actually play the PC version and do real mods for that.
Now we're hoping, like usual Bethesda stuff, they give you the console commands for people who PC console gamers. You don't have to worry about that.
And finally, the thing we're probably the most excited for, kick-ass Bostonian accents all over the place.
Oh yeah!
I hope it has the Fargo effect, where like I watch it and then like a week later I'm just talking
Just
in
talking in
Bostonian.
Bostonian
Oh my
accents.
God.
Can't
the
even
entire
control
time.
it.
Just the three of us will make a house of Bostonians
Oh,
right here.
no.
Hey, what's the fuck's up, man?
What the fuck are you doing?
So that's everything we know for sure about Fallout 4.
Absolutely.
This is just scratching the surface. This game is going to be so massive, and it's going to be so unique for every single player out there.
It's going to be very immersive as well, and innovative. More adjectives.
More big words that
Lots
I've
of-
just learned.
Lots of buzzwords that you could put right on the package for it. Exciting, innovative, new Banana Crew games.
Yep, we're just gonna slide that one in
man.
there, right in the back somewhere. You know.
I'm going to get my own box and just write that on it. So what are you most excited for in Fallout 4? Let us know down below in the comments. Leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. We put a lot of work into it. We did a lot of research. Well, and I've been Wigwam.
I've been Hippie.
And I've been Kelly.
If you want to watch us play some Fallout or do some top 10 videos or Binding of Isaac Afterbirth or whatever game happens to excite us that's coming out, we're going to make videos for. Subscribe and stick around for some more Banana Crew games. We make cool content all the time
Yes, we do.
because we're cool people and we have a cool hat. It's right here.
Just one.
Just the one.
I have a
that's
cool
it.
hair.
You do.
A cool hair.
A cool
like all
hair.
the others aren't cool. It's just
No,
that one.
just one.
Which one is it?
That's this one.
Fallout 4 is coming out November 10th this year. And so, I think some of these videos, the fans are in as well need to pause and look what's on the screen, but you rip apart the world and then you can build what you want.